We showed them that humans are not just a threat. They are capable, clever, and united. Clara nodded.
Every small victory counts.
Every battle teaches us something. We've made them think twice, Maya smiled. And we haven't even shown our full strength yet. They have no idea what humans can truly do when we combine technology, strategy, and willpower. The human fleet regrouped, repairing minor damage and preparing for the next move. Ethan addressed the bridge crew. This is a lesson for the galaxy. Humans survive because we are intelligent, adaptable, and brave. We will defend our colonies. We will protect our people, and we will continue to grow stronger. Let the Council remember this battle and think carefully about underestimating us in the future. Back on Earth, leaders and citizens alike received news of the engagement. Humanity had fought without fully revealing its power, yet the Council fleet had been stopped. Confidence grew. People began to understand that the Council had misjudged them. Humans could defend themselves. Humans could plan and act with skill that surprised even the most experienced alien commanders. Clara spoke to Ethan privately. They won't attack recklessly anymore, she said. They will be careful. But we've also shown them that humans will fight when necessary. That knowledge alone gives us an advantage. Ethan nodded. Exactly. They now know we are not weak. And as humans, we have learned that courage and intelligence often matter more than brute force. The Council will come again, but each time we grow stronger. Each time we learn. Each time we remind the galaxy why humans survive. Lucas joined them. We've proven something important today. Humans are more than just another species. We are clever, united, and fearless when defending what we love. That is the strength they cannot ignore, Maya added, and our technology, combined with strategy, will only improve. We've used a fraction of our capabilities. The Council thinks they faced our full force. They have no idea what's coming. Ethan looked at the stars beyond the viewport. The galaxy underestimated humans. That is always a mistake. They will learn from today, but humans will always adapt. Always grow, and always fight for survival. That is the nature of our species. As the fleet moved back to hidden positions, small celebrations occurred on every ship. Crews cheered quietly, proud of their precision, their skill, and their courage. They had not just defended a colony, they had sent a message to the Council and to the galaxy. Humans could not be ignored. Humans could not be controlled. On Earth, citizens went about their daily lives, unaware of the full scale of the engagement, but they felt the growing sense of pride. Humans were surviving, thriving, and preparing for whatever the galaxy might send next. The Council had made a serious miscalculation. They had turned on humanity, believing it could be contained. But humans had responded with intelligence, courage, and unity. Ethan, Clara, Lucas, and Maya gathered again in the command room. The stars outside seemed calm, but they knew the Council would not forget this battle. We've shown them a fraction of what humans can do, Ethan said. Next time the galaxy will see even more. Humans are not just survivors, they are leaders, thinkers, and warriors when necessary. The Council has been warned, Clara smiled. And we are ready for the next challenge. Every patrol, every skirmish, every test only makes us stronger. The Council will regret underestimating humans every step of the way. Lucas nodded. This is what humans do. We survive, we adapt. We fight! And when the time comes, we change the galaxy. Maya looked at the screen showing the distant fleets. They will remember today, but they will never know the full power of humanity until we decide it is time to show them. For now, we wait, we prepare, and we continue to grow stronger. Ethan turned to them, calm and determined. The Council turned on humanity, believing they could control us. Today we reminded them that humans cannot be controlled. That is just the beginning. The galaxy will see what humans can truly do. And so, the human fleet moved silently through the stars, hiding in plain sight, watching, learning, and preparing. The Council had faced a lesson in intelligence, strategy, and courage, but humans had not yet revealed all they could do. The galaxy's judgment had turned against them, but humans had survived. They had adapted, and they had shown that humanity was a force no one could ignore. The stars sparkled coldly around them, but within every human heart burned a bright flame of courage and determination. The galaxy had underestimated humans once. They would not make that mistake again. The galaxy was quiet, but tension hung in the air like static electricity. The Council had retreated after their first encounter with humanity, shocked and confused by the humans' clever tactics, but they were not done. They would return with larger fleets, more weapons, and stricter rules. Humans knew this. That knowledge only strengthened their resolve. On Earth's main space station, Ethan Harper stood at the command window, looking at the distant stars. Ships moved quietly through orbit, cloaked and ready. Clara Benson joined him, her expression serious. "They will come again," she said. "They will send a stronger fleet next time. They will try to force humanity into submission." Ethan nodded slowly. "And they will fail. We are ready. We have learned, adapted, and grown." The galaxy will see what humans are truly capable of, not through threats, not through intimidation, but through intelligence, courage, and unity. Lucas Reed entered the room, his hands resting on the railing. "Our fleet is in position. Every ship knows its role. Every crew is ready. If the Council comes, they will see that humans cannot be controlled." Maya Thompson followed, carrying her tablet filled with fleet simulations and advanced targeting algorithms. "The technology is ready. Cloaking devices, adaptive shields, coordinated attack patterns. They will face a force they cannot anticipate. Even with larger numbers, they will not defeat us." Ethan turned to them all. "This is the moment we have been preparing for. We do not seek war, but we will defend our people and our colonies. The Council believes it holds power over us. Today we will remind them that humans cannot be underestimated." Hours later, sensors detected movement. Council fleets, larger than before, were approaching key human colonies. They moved with precision, but humans had already anticipated their route. Lucas gave the order. "All ships hold positions. Cloaked ships move into ambush points. Wait for my signal." The Council fleet entered the system, confident, proud, and unaware. Humans remained hidden, watching, calculating, and waiting for the right moment. Every captain knew the plan. Every crew member knew their role. This was not just a battle. It was a lesson. Clara's voice came over the intercom. "Positions confirmed. All ships maintain stealth until my signal. Observe their formation and adapt. Humans win with intelligence, not just firepower." Ethan watched the incoming fleet, calm and precise. "They think they are in control. Let them think that. Every miscalculation they make, we exploit. Every move they take brings them closer to understanding why humans survive." Then, with a single signal, Lucas activated the first wave. Cloaked human ships appeared from multiple angles, striking the Council fleet with precision missiles and laser fire. The Galactic Council turned on humanity, until our fleet showed up and changed everything. The Council chamber of Leora was enormous. Light from distant stars glinted off the polished walls, making the room glow with a cold, pale shimmer. Hundreds of alien delegates sat in high chairs that curved around a vast circular floor. Every species had its own shape, size, and color. Some had smooth skin, some had scales, some had many eyes, and some had no eyes at all. Their voices echoed in strange musical tones, speaking in the common galactic language that all species could understand. At the center of the room, a human delegation stood on a raised platform. They were few, but they carried themselves with calm confidence. Ethan Harper, a tall man with sharp features and calm eyes, stepped forward. Beside him was Clara Benson, young but sharp, dressed in the official human uniform. She glanced around, noticing the whispers and glances of curiosity and suspicion. The council was in session to decide humanity's fate. Rumors had spread through the galaxy of human expansion, rapid technological growth, and a series of victories in distant systems. Many species feared humans, calling them unpredictable and dangerous. Some said humans could not be trusted, while others worried they might grow too strong. Ethan Harper of Earth, said the council speaker, a four-armed alien with golden eyes. Its voice was deep and resonant. You stand accused of violating the principles of galactic peace. Your species has expanded aggressively. Your fleets have engaged in conflicts with other civilizations. You have shown disregard for council laws. How do you respond? Ethan stepped forward, his hands clasped behind his back. We do not seek war, he said, his voice calm but firm. Humanity wants to explore, to learn, and to grow. We do not intend to harm other civilizations. There was silence on the council side. Many species looked at each other, shocked and unsure. Some whispered, others studied their instruments. Humans had stopped the largest fleet the council had sent, and they had done so without fully revealing their strength. Valaris reluctantly ordered a retreat. The fleet withdrew, damaged and humbled. The council had learned a hard lesson. Humans were not just another species. They were clever, resilient, and unafraid when defending what they loved. Back on Earth Station, the human leadership gathered in a quiet room. Lucas shook his head in disbelief. They actually thought they could intimidate us. They had no idea what humans are capable of. Clara smiled. They will think twice before testing us again. And every time they do, humans will grow stronger. We've proven our point without destroying more than necessary. That is intelligence in action, Maya added. Technology and strategy together give us an advantage. The council thinks they faced our full fleet. They did not. They only faced what we chose to show them. We will be ready for whatever comes next. Ethan looked at them all, calm and proud. This is a turning point. The council has turned against humanity, thinking they could control us. But humanity has shown its strength, intelligence, and courage. We do not submit. We do not yield. And now, the galaxy will begin to see what humans can achieve when united. In the days that followed, humanity consolidated its victories. Colonies received better defenses, fleets trained in advanced tactics, and alliances with smaller civilizations were quietly formed. Many species, impressed by human strategy, began reaching out to trade, learn, or cooperate. Humans had gained respect not through force alone, but through intelligence, planning, and moral strength. Clara monitored communications from various systems. They are sending envoys, she said. Some of the council's own members are beginning to reconsider their positions. They see value in humans. They no longer think of us as a simple threat. They see us as equals, maybe even leaders. Ethan nodded. Good. That is what we wanted. Respect is earned, not given. We defend ourselves, we protect our colonies, and we act wisely. In doing so, we teach the galaxy that humans are not to be underestimated. Lucas smiled. And if the council ever tests us again, we are ready. We've learned, adapted, and grown stronger. Every battle makes us smarter. Every challenge makes us more united, Maya added. Our technology, our coordination, our courage, it all combines into something the galaxy cannot ignore. Humans are more than just a species. We are a force of intelligence and willpower. Ethan looked out at the stars, calm and thoughtful. The council will remember today. They underestimated us, and that mistake will not happen again. But we have only begun to show the galaxy what humans can do. We survive, we adapt, and we thrive, not through fear, but through courage, intelligence, and unity. That is the nature of humanity.
The fleet moved quietly through the systems, ready to protect colonies, ready to respond to any threat, but also ready to show that humans were willing to cooperate and lead. The galaxy had tried to control them, judge them, and suppress them. Humanity had responded with planning, intelligence, and courage. In distant systems, other species began to take notice.
Envoys arrived, seeking alliances. Traders approached, hoping to learn from human technology and tactics. The Council's judgment had turned against humanity, but humans had not only survived, they had risen in influence, gaining allies, respect, and recognition. Ethan gathered Clara, Lucas, and Maya on the bridge one evening. The Council turned on us, thinking they could control us. They were wrong. Humanity has survived, grown stronger, and proven its intelligence. The galaxy has seen a glimpse of what we can do.
And soon, they will see even more. Clara nodded. We've defended ourselves without destroying unnecessarily.
We've shown strength, courage, and intelligence. Humans cannot be ignored anymore,
Lucas added. And we are ready for whatever comes next. Every challenge only makes us smarter, faster, and more united.
The Council learned a lesson today, but the galaxy is just beginning to understand the nature of humanity.
Maya smiled.
We have prepared for the future. Technology, strategy, and human ingenuity will continue to grow. Every obstacle strengthens us. Every test prepares us for what comes next.
Ethan looked at the stars, calm, proud, and determined.
The galaxy has been warned. Humans survive, adapt, and rise. And one day, every species will understand what it means to face humanity, not just in battle, but in intelligence, courage, and willpower. That is the essence of our strength.
The stars shone quietly outside the station, but within every human heart burned a bright light of determination, unity, and courage. The Council had judged humanity and turned against it, but humans had survived, grown, and proved their worth.
The galaxy had seen only a fraction of human potential, and the message was clear. Humans could not be controlled. Humans could not be ignored. Humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never forget it. Any conflict you see is either for defense or because of misunderstandings. We are ready to cooperate fully with the Council.
A murmur went through the chamber. Some aliens nodded, others frowned. The speaker's multiple eyes studied Ethan carefully. You claim cooperation, yet your fleets have been sighted in multiple contested systems, said a blue-skinned alien with long tendrils.
Its voice hissed slightly. You move with speed, with force, with technology that surpasses what many of us thought possible. Why should we believe your words? Ethan swallowed and met the alien's gaze steadily. Because humanity has learned from its past. We know the cost of war, but we also know the cost of weakness. We will not allow ourselves to be threatened without defending our people. That is our nature, yes, but we are willing to be partners in peace if the Council treats us fairly.
Some council members whispered among themselves. Clara noticed one delegate shaking its head. She knew the Council had already made its decision, but Ethan had to speak anyway. Humanity's dignity depended on it. Then, the Council speaker raised its arms.
Enough!
The debate has been long. The evidence is clear.
Humanity is a threat. Your fleets have grown too fast. Your colonies spread too quickly. You ignore our warnings. The Council has voted. You are to be sanctioned. Your fleets must stand down. Your colonies will be monitored and, if necessary, removed from your control. This is the final judgment.
Ethan felt a cold wave of tension in his chest. He had known this might happen, but hearing the words made it real. Clara's jaw tightened beside him. She had been studying the Council's responses for weeks, preparing strategies in case this moment came. The Council had made a serious miscalculation. They thought humans would bend easily.
Sanctioned? Ethan repeated. You call it a sanction, but it is a declaration of war.
His voice was steady, but it carried anger beneath the calm.
Do not test the Council, human, hissed the blue-skinned delegate. You have been warned. Ethan nodded slowly. We understand. But humanity does not fear warnings. Humanity fears only destruction. And if you try to destroy us, you will see what we are capable of. The chamber fell silent. The council did not expect this response. They expected fear, or begging, or perhaps pleas for mercy. Instead, they saw calm, unwavering eyes and a voice that carried authority. Clara leaned slightly toward Ethan. We knew they would decide against us, she said softly. But now they know we will not submit easily. They think they have power over us. They don't. Ethan nodded. This is only the beginning. We will survive. We will adapt. And we will show them that humans are stronger than they think. After the council session ended, the humans left the chamber. Outside, the streets of Leora were full of delegates walking between sessions, exchanging news and gossip. Many whispered about the humans. Some were curious. Some were afraid. Most underestimated them, assuming that a few thousand humans on one planet could not possibly match the power of hundreds of species working together. Back at their quarters, Ethan and Clara met with the rest of the human delegation. Lucas Reed, a veteran captain with experience in multiple space conflicts, was already discussing fleet readiness. Maya Thompson, a brilliant scientist, was adjusting some devices on a table likely for communication or defense systems. They think we will submit, Lucas said, shaking his head. They think we will be afraid. They don't understand humans. They never do, Clara said, her voice firm. That's why we have a chance. We can use their arrogance against them. Maya looked up from her work. I've been running calculations for fleet deployment. If we move quietly and coordinate properly, we can protect our colonies and show the Council they cannot control us. They are underestimating what humans can do. Ethan sat down and spread a map of nearby star systems. We need to plan carefully. The Council has power, yes, but they cannot see everything. We can prepare secretly. We can fortify our positions. And if they try to strike, we will be ready. Clara, Lucas, you will help me coordinate our strategy. Maya, we need your technology to give us an edge. Clara nodded. We will be ready. The Council thinks we are weak. They will learn the truth soon. The humans worked late into the night, planning quietly while the galaxy around them slept. Outside their quarters, the lights of Leora shone coldly, but inside, humans were already preparing for the challenges to come. Days passed and small intelligence reports came in from human scouts and colonies. Council fleets were moving near some outer systems. They were testing defenses, looking for weaknesses. Every movement was noted by Clara and Lucas. Humans moved with speed and precision, avoiding detection when possible, striking only when necessary. Each skirmish was small, a test, but it gave the humans valuable data. One morning, as the suns of Leora rose, Ethan and Clara watched the council chamber from a distance. The council members arrived in great ships, unaware of the silent, growing presence of humanity. Ethan spoke quietly. They think they are in control, he said. They think humanity can be managed. They are wrong. Clara nodded. They have no idea what we are capable of. They will learn soon enough. At that moment, a small report arrived from one of the outer colonies. A council patrol had been detected near a mining system. Lucas read the data and smiled grimly. They're poking us, he said. They think we'll back down. Let's show them they've made a mistake. Maya looked over the report. We can handle this quietly. No one needs to know the full strength of our fleet yet. But we can send a clear message. Ethan leaned back, watching the stars. Humanity had been judged, condemned, and threatened. The Council had assumed they could control humans through fear and rules. But humans did not respond to fear in the same way as other species. They responded with creativity, courage, and determination. This is just the beginning, Ethan said. The Council has turned on us. That is their choice. But they will not win easily. Humanity will survive. Humanity will grow. And one day, they will regret underestimating us. Clara placed a hand on his shoulder. We are ready, she said. They do not see it yet, but the galaxy will. As the suns of Leora rose higher, the humans began their preparations in earnest. Fleet movements, secret technology upgrades, and strategic planning filled their days. They worked quietly, knowing that the Council expected them to panic or beg. Humanity would do neither. In the weeks that followed, small messages from scouts and colonies confirmed the humans' suspicions. The Council believed humans were contained, but in reality, they were preparing. Every colony strengthened defenses. Every fleet was upgraded. Every human in command positions learned new strategies, tested new technologies, and practiced coordination. The Council had judged humanity, and the Council had turned on them. But humans had already begun their own plan. A plan that would change the balance of power in the galaxy. Ethan looked at Clara, Lucas, and Maya. One evening, the stars shining beyond the large windows of their base. They think this is over, he said softly. It is only just beginning! Clara smiled faintly. Then let's make sure they regret it. And so, humanity waited, prepared, and watched. The Council believed they had power over humans. They had underestimated the strength, intelligence, and resilience of humanity. Soon, the galaxy would see that humans were not a species to be controlled or feared. They were a species to be respected. The humans returned to Earth after the Council meeting, but they did not rest. The cities were bright with lights that reflected off the oceans. People moved in calm, organized ways. Humanity had known that the Council would judge them harshly. Now it was time to act quietly, to prepare without alerting the galaxy. Ethan Harper stood in the command room of Earth's main space station. Large screens showed distant star systems, fleets, and communication lines. Clara Benson moved beside him, pointing to several blinking lights on the map. The Council is watching, she said. They will send patrols. They will test us! We need to be ready without showing them our full strength. Lucas Reed, a seasoned fleet captain, leaned over a holographic display. We have enough ships to defend ourselves, but we need more than defense. We need speed, coordination, and surprise. They think they understand us, but they don't. Maya Thompson, the scientist, adjusted the settings on a small device. I've been working on new cloaking technology. If we hide parts of our fleet, we can strike where they do not expect. We can defend our colonies quietly and show them that humans are smarter than they imagine. Ethan nodded.
Good. Clara, coordinate with the colonies.
Lucas, train the fleet. Maya, finish your devices. We move in secret, but we move fast. The Council believes humans will panic or surrender. They are wrong. The first step was to strengthen human colonies. Messages went to outlying star systems, telling commanders to increase defenses and report patrols. Small fleets moved quietly to protect key locations. Mining colonies received upgrades to shields and weapons. Research stations installed advanced communications that could hide activity from Council scanners. In a mining colony on the edge of the Zoran system, Commander Samuel Price looked at reports coming in. Another patrol! He said, pointing to a small fleet of Council ships appearing on their sensors.
His deputy, Lily Parker, frowned.
They're testing us again, she said. Do we fight or hide? Hide for now, Samuel said. We'll gather data. Let them think they have the advantage. He smiled slightly. They always underestimate humans. That is our strength. Back on Earth Station, Ethan studied the reports. They will probe us constantly, each time we learn more about their patterns. Clara, make sure every colony knows what to do if a patrol arrives. Lucas, run drills on fleet coordination. We cannot show them our full potential yet. Clara nodded. I will send encrypted instructions. We need to be ready everywhere, but they must not see it. Lucas went to the fleet hangar, where hundreds of ships waited. Pilots and crews moved quickly, preparing for drills. Some ships were small and fast, designed for quick strikes and retreats.
Others were large and heavily armed, able to withstand attacks that could destroy ordinary fleets.
Listen up, Lucas shouted to the assembled captains. The Council thinks they can control us. They think humans will be afraid. They are wrong. Every drill, every movement, every command is practice for what will come. We are smart, fast, and strong. If they test us, we will show them exactly what humans can do.
The captains cheered quietly. The message was clear. Humans would not submit. Meanwhile, Maya worked late into the night. She tested cloaking devices, adaptive shields, and targeting systems that could calculate enemy movement faster than any other species in the galaxy. Her hands moved quickly over the controls, her eyes bright with focus.
These devices will let us hide part of our fleet, she explained to Clara and Ethan. We can place them near enemy patrols and attack when they least expect it. We can win small battles without the Council knowing our true power.
Ethan nodded. Perfect.
This is how we will prepare. Quietly, carefully, and with intelligence.
The Council believes they have us contained. They have no idea what is coming.
As the days passed, small patrols from the Council arrived near human colonies. Each time, humans used clever tactics to avoid direct conflict.
Fleets moved silently. Cloaked ships hid behind asteroid fields, and small attacks disrupted Council scanners. Each patrol reported only minor resistance, unaware that humans were observing and learning. Clara monitored one patrol in the Verdant system.
They are moving too fast, she said. They don't expect humans to react this way. They assume we will retreat. Ethan smiled. Good. Let them underestimate us. Every mistake they make, we learn more. Every step they take toward us, we prepare to counter.
In one skirmish, a Council patrol approached a small human research station. The patrol assumed the station was lightly defended. Lucas had prepared a trap. Small, fast human ships appeared from behind an asteroid belt, firing precision lasers that disabled the patrol's sensors. The patrol retreated, confused, thinking they had been attacked by a much larger force.
Back on our station,
the team celebrated quietly.
They still don't see our fleet, Lucas said. We are ghosts to them. We will strike only when the time is right. Weeks turned into months. Human colonies strengthened, fleets trained, and technology advanced. Every human knew the stakes.
The Council had declared humans a threat. They had tried to intimidate them. But humans had turned fear into preparation and knowledge. One day, Clara received a message from a distant colony in the Orion system. The Council had sent a large fleet to the system, believing humans would retreat. The colony was ready, thanks to the hidden defenses and the drills.
They're coming, Clara said to Ethan. The Council thinks they can push us. But they don't know we are ready. Ethan stood tall. Then let's see how humans handle their first real test. Not with panic or fear, but with intelligence, speed, and strategy. They believe they control the galaxy. We will remind them that humans cannot be controlled. Lucas gathered the fleet captains. Listen closely.
The Orion system is their first real test. We will use every trick we have.
Cloaked ships, adaptive shields, surprise attacks. We will make them believe they face a massive force, even if they do not. We win by thinking faster and acting smarter. Maya joined him. If they attack, we can protect the colony and retreat if necessary. But we can also disrupt their fleet communications. They will think the battle is larger than it is. We can teach them a lesson without risking everything.
The fleet moved in silence. Hidden ships stayed behind asteroids. Sensors monitored the Council patrol. Communications were jammed and encrypted.
Every move was calculated. When the Council fleet entered the system, humans appeared to be scattered and small.
But as the patrol approached the colony, cloaked ships appeared behind them. Missiles struck, disabling engines. Lasers fired from multiple directions. The Council ships were confused, unsure of the number of ships attacking. Ethan watched from the command station.
Perfect, he said. They think we are many times stronger than we are. That is the advantage humans have always had: creativity and courage. We do not need numbers. We need brains, tactics, and will. The Council fleet retreated, unable to understand the speed and strategy of the human forces. The colony was safe, and humans had sent a clear message: they would not be subdued easily. After the battle, Lucas and Clara debriefed the crews. "This is just the beginning," Lucas said. "The Council will come again. We need to be ready each time. But they now know humans are not weak. They will think twice before testing us again." Clara added, "Every patrol, every probe, every test is now an opportunity. We learn, we prepare, and we grow stronger. They cannot stop us unless they are ready for what we can do." Ethan looked at the stars. The Council thinks humans are just another species to control. They have no idea that humans will survive, adapt, and even thrive. "We are not afraid of them. We will show them that underestimating humanity is their greatest mistake." Maya smiled. "And we will be ready for whatever they send next. Technology, tactics, strategy. We have all the tools we need." They only see what we let them see. Human colonies throughout the galaxy were quietly preparing. Each small victory, each clever maneuver, and each technological improvement added to the growing strength of humanity. The Council believed they had condemned a weak species. They had made a mistake. In a small conference room on Earth, Ethan spoke to the core human leadership. "The Council has judged us. They have declared us a threat. But we have turned their fear into our strength. We are ready for the next step. The galaxy will soon see that humans are not a species to be underestimated." Clara nodded. "We will continue to prepare, to defend, and to grow. And when the time comes, we will change everything. The humans of Earth, their colonies, and their hidden fleets moved with quiet determination." They waited, trained, and prepared. Every patrol, every test, and every move of the Council became an opportunity. The Council had turned on humanity, but humanity was not afraid. They were ready, and soon the galaxy would see what humans were truly capable of. The human fleet waited quietly near the edge of the Tyran system. The stars were scattered like diamonds against the blackness of space. The Council believed they had the advantage. They thought humans would retreat or surrender, but they had underestimated the humans' patience, their planning, and their courage. Captain Lucas Reed stood on the bridge of the flagship Aurora. His hands rested on the railing as he watched the fleet arrange itself. Dozens of ships, some small and fast, some large and heavily armed, moved into hidden positions behind asteroid fields and cloaked zones. Each ship's crew knew their role perfectly. They had drilled for months preparing for this moment. Clara Benson joined him. "They are coming," she said, looking at the sensors. "The Council fleet will arrive any moment. They think we are scattered, weak, and unorganized. That is the advantage we have." Ethan Harper appeared behind them, calm as always. "We do not need to destroy them all," he said. "We only need to show them that humans cannot be ignored. They must understand that underestimating us is their first mistake. Every move we make will remind them of that." Lucas nodded. "Every ship is ready. The cloaking devices work. Adaptive shields are online. Missiles and lasers are calibrated. We strike smart and fast, then disappear if needed. The Council won't know what hit them." Maya Thompson joined them, carrying a small control tablet. "The targeting systems are ready. We can coordinate attacks across the fleet with precision. Even if the Council has more ships, they cannot predict our movements. We are faster and smarter." Ethan smiled faintly. "Good. Let's remind them why humans survive. Let's show the galaxy why they cannot control us." Hours passed in tense silence. Then, sensors detected movement. A Council patrol had entered the system, scanning for signs of human activity. The human fleet remained hidden, cloaked behind the largest asteroid belts. The patrol moved slowly,
assuming the humans were weak and disorganized. Lucas grinned.
Here they come. Let's see how they handle ghosts. The first council ship fired a probe, sending it toward the asteroid field.
Humans waited, then activated a small group of cloaked ships. Missiles silently struck the probe, disabling it instantly. The council fleet did not yet know that the humans were fully prepared. Clara spoke into the intercom, her voice calm and precise.
Positions confirmed. All ships, hold your fire. Let them come closer. Wait for my signal.
The council patrol moved deeper into the system, unaware of the hidden fleet.
Then, a sudden strike hit their communications array.
Signals scrambled. Sensors were disabled. One by one, the council ships realized they were being attacked, but they could not see from where. Lucas shouted.
Now!
Cloaked human ships appeared from multiple directions, firing precision lasers and missiles. The council ships tried to maneuver, but humans anticipated their moves.
Adaptive shields absorbed heavy hits. Targeting computers calculated every trajectory. Council ships found themselves surrounded by forces they had not counted.
Captain Valaris, leader of the council fleet, frowned.
Impossible, he said. There are more ships than we detected. Where are they coming from?
Ethan's voice came through human communications, calm and steady.
We are here. Humans have always adapted. We survive, we plan, and we fight when necessary. You underestimated us. That is your mistake.
The council fleet fired back, but their attacks were scattered. Humans had predicted their movements. Lucas directed the fleet, moving ships in complex patterns, striking weak points, then disappearing behind asteroids. Small human fighters darted around, targeting engines and sensors, disabling ships without destroying them. Clara monitored the battle from the bridge.
They think they are strong, she said. But humans fight smart. Every strike counts. Every movement is calculated. They are learning the hard way. Maya worked furiously on the targeting systems.
If they regroup, I can guide missiles to hit exactly where they are most vulnerable.
Their shields are strong, but we know their weak points now. We can control the battlefield without exposing our full fleet.
Ethan watched the battle unfold on the screen.
We do not destroy unless necessary. We show them power and intelligence. Humans survive through courage, planning, and adaptability. Every council ship that retreats spreads the message. Humans are not to be underestimated. The council fleet tried to retreat, but Lucas anticipated this.
Human ships moved to cut off their paths using gravity fields and asteroid clusters to force them into positions where they could not escape easily.
Council ships fired wildly, but humans avoided most attacks.
Captain Valaris realized they were losing control.
We cannot fight them as we expected, he said. We must withdraw and call for reinforcements. Ethan's voice came again, calm and firm. You may retreat, but remember this. Humans do not surrender. We do not beg. We do not yield to threats. You saw only a fraction of what we can do. Next time, think carefully before underestimating humanity. The council fleet pulled back, badly damaged, confused, and humbled. They had believed they were superior, that humans were weak.
The reality was the opposite. Humans had shown that intelligence, strategy, and unity were far more powerful than size or numbers alone.
Lucas turned to Ethan and Clara. They won't forget this. They will be cautious next time. Council ships scrambled, attempting to maneuver, but every path they took had been anticipated. Humans moved faster, coordinated better, and adapted instantly to every counterattack.
Captain Valaris of the council fleet shouted orders, his voice tense and angry.
They cannot be this coordinated. How is it possible?
Ethan's voice answered calmly over human communications.
Humans survive because we adapt, we learn, and we work together. You underestimated us.
That is your mistake. The council fleet tried to regroup, but humans anticipated each move. Lucas directed cloaked ships to cut off escape routes while fast-strike vessels disabled engines and sensors. Larger human ships provided cover with shields and heavy fire.
Every council attack was countered before it could take effect. Clara monitored the battle from orbit. They think they can overwhelm us. They cannot.
Humans are clever, fast, and united. Every ship we save, every strike we make, teaches them a lesson they will never forget. Maya worked tirelessly, adjusting targeting systems and shields in real time. Even with larger numbers, the Council cannot match our coordination.
We control the battlefield without revealing our full strength. They see ghosts where there are none. They feel attacks before they know what hit them. The Council realized their situation was hopeless. Ships were disabled or forced to retreat. Valaris barked orders, but the humans anticipated them all. They were outmaneuvered, outsmarted, and outpaced. Every human ship had a role, every crew member a purpose. Strategy had won over brute force. Finally, Ethan sent a message to the Council, clear and calm. Humans do not seek domination, but we do defend ourselves. You have underestimated us. We are not weak. We are intelligent, united, and capable. Respect humanity, or face the consequences. This is our offer. Peace through understanding, not fear.